Everyone, this is Geopolitics. Today we are going to talk about the Russia and China alliance and what is driving this alliance and how it is developing. So let's see first how China were before in the 20th centuries and 19th centuries. Before, China and Russia had disputes, especially disputes regarding border and a region that Russia took from China. This region is called Outer Manchuria. This is part of Far East Russia. It's a big portion of land that Russia annexed because in the 19th century and 20th century, China was weak, and so Russia exploited this weakness and took this land and annexed it to itself. So that is how they were before, and they were like enemies because of that. But there is something that united them at the beginning, because when China was called the Qing Dynasty. At that time, it was not People's Republic of China. When China became a communist country in 1949, that's when they shared the same ideology of communism. So they shared the ideology of being against the West. The West, I mean countries like European countries and North American countries. So then Australia is also included among the countries that don't like, and they don't like Japan too, because Japan was the colonizer of China. It colonized China and even the Koreas. So that's why they don't like them. So in English they say, there is a proverb that says, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So that's why China and Russia became initial friends. Another thing that drove them together is the Ukrainian conflict. In 2014, when Russia annexed the Crimean Peninsula, that's when China became more closer to China. Russia became more closer to China because the sanctions that were imposed on China, on Russia, and by the West, I mean European countries and North America. These sanctions include ban on Russian export of fossil fuel and other raw materials like minerals and even agriculture things to Europe, because Russia used to make its money, or its economy was relying on Europe, because the European countries was buying Russian gas and oil because Germany was the largest consumer of Russia's oil in Europe. So when these regions like the Luhansk region and the Donetsk region, when they decided to become free, or their independence, they demanded their independence from Ukraine in 2014, and Russia kind of supported them and they took Crimea. That's why they imposed sanctions, and these sanctions sent Russia toward China in order to keep on surviving. That's why that's what drove them so closer. So now they are non-limit partner. So that's how they classify themselves, or how they qualify themselves right now, China and Russia. You see, even Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping from 2022, they met many times. So like every year they meet in order to talk, in order to do their business. Let's see the things that Russia exports to China. Russia exports fossil fuels This is the backbone of Russia's exports to China. It includes crude oil, natural gas, both pipeline gas and energy, and coal. China has become a vital market for these exports, particularly since the Western sanctions led Russia to redirect its energy trade. Other natural resources, Russia also exports a variety of other raw materials such as wood and articles of wood, oil, slag and ash, as well as aluminum, copper and nickel. Those are the things that Russia exports to China. We have also agricultural products. Russia exports agricultural goods to China, including fish and other aquatic invertebrates and animal and vegetable fats and oils and some cereals. So we have other goods. Other exports include fertilizers, pulp of wood, iron and steel, and certain machinery and chemical products. Let's see China's exports to Russia, because China is a major producer or a major economy exporter and is a major manufacturer in the world. It's like the backbone of the manufacturing in the world, because every country imports things from China. Let's see the key Chinese exports to Russia include vehicles and transportation. This is a major category, including passenger cars, trucks, tractors and vehicle parts. Electronics and machineries. China exports a large amount of electronic equipment, broadcasting equipment and other machinery and boilers. Consumer goods. A broad range of consumer goods are exported, such as footwear, clothing, toys, appliances like smartphones, laptops and refrigerators. You see, dual-use technology. China is a significant supplier of dual-use items to Russia, products that have both commercial and potential military application. These include microelectronics, matching tools, and telecommunication equipment. Plastics. Exports to also include plastics and organic chemicals. So you see, so that is what is leading, or what is keeping China and Russia so close, because Russia needs money to fund its war, and Russia needs also Russia's raw materials, because China is the large consumer of those raw materials in the world. Thank you, everybody.